Okay, today we have the opportunity to hear and learn from one and only physicist Marie Goeppert-Mayer. Thanks for agreeing to this interview, Maria.
Of course, glad to be here.
Okay, we'll just get straight into some questions. So when and where were you born?
I was born June 28, 1906 in Katowice, Germany.
And how long have you been interested in science, and what sparked this interest?
I've been interested in science for as long as I can remember. My dad was a pediatric professor, and he really just helped create and care for my love of science.
And what was your family like?
I was an only child blessed to a wonderful mother and father who really cared about my education.
What was your education like, and what were some obstacles you faced in gaining an education?
I attended a private school in Germany for girls who wanted to pursue a higher education, and I actually took the university entrance exam when I was only 17 years old. And from my school, there were only 3 other girls who took this exam compared to the 30 boys of the competing school. Um, Pursuing a field in math and science and being a woman, I was definitely in the minority, which earned me a lot less official positions or lower positions, which came with less respect. But I pushed through that, and in the spring of 1924, I entered the University of Göttingen, where I later pursued my PhD.
What was historically happening as you pursued your field in physics?
When I was a child, the First World War was occurring. This hit Germany's economy pretty hard, but my father was able to maintain a job, which helped me continue to further my education. But later, when I was in the US, the Second World War began. While this was historically devastating for us, it brought huge breakthroughs and discoveries in the world of science.
What did you discover, and what are you known for?
I discovered the nuclear shell model of the atomic nucleus, which was what I am most famous for. The idea of energy levels within an atomic nucleus was also very new to science. I also developed a thesis on the two-photon absorption by atoms.
How did you affect our world today?
My discoveries allowed more breakthroughs in the atomic science. The Maria Goeppert-Mayer Award was created by the American Physical Society in order to honor young female physicists at the beginning of their career.
How did your discovery change physics?
It helped us understand atoms and the math and science in the world around us. It helped create a big breakthrough for those in science field, and especially in the realm of nuclear physics, and even provided a more understanding in chemistry.
Okay, so I'm really quick going to explain Marie Goeppert's model. So you're probably familiar with the atomic shell model, which talks about the electrons are in these shells and they have specific numbers. They're known as magic numbers, where it's the most stabilized. So it's the same with her nuclear shell model. So it's the same thing except within the nucleus. So she's saying that an atom is most stable when you have 2 protons and 2 neutrons in the nucleus, and then it follows the same magic numbers, so 2, 8, 20, 28, and so on. So yeah.
So what was something important to you?
It was really important to me to help others learn, and me learning specifically, and my family and my husband and my 2 kids, Maria Ann Wenzel and Peter Conrad.
What are some of your hobbies?
My husband and I enjoy things like hiking, skiing, swimming, and playing tennis.
Who were some of your peers?
I actually was able to meet Ernest Rutherford, and I worked with many other famous physicists on the Manhattan Project.
What was your experience like working on the Manhattan Project?
It was definitely an interesting time of my life. I had to keep many of my projects secret from my husband, and I got to work with brilliant scientists, but morally it was a hard decision to know if building a nuclear weapon was really in the best interest for me, our country, and the world.
What is something unusual about you?
This isn't necessarily unusual, but people still find it surprising. I was a smoker for most of my life, which led to many health problems, and my poor health made my life much less glamorous than most people think.
Did you receive any awards?
Yes, in fact, I was the second recipient of the Nobel Peace Prize Award following Marie Curie.
A well-deserved award for a brilliant physicist. Thanks for answering all my questions.
No problem, it was a pleasure.